moment, please?
Hello everybody, my name is Pixel and welcome to the Sapphire Tech YouTube channel. Today I want to share a little trick that I found that can increase the smoothness of Red Dead Redemption 2 while running on the Vulkan API on AMD graphics cards. Now, I know that there's an awful lot of people out there running into an awful lot of problems when it comes to Red Dead Redemption 2. However, some of those that have managed to get the game running have been noticing that while the game does indeed appear to perform a little bit better while running on the Vulkan graphics API, DirectX 12 still, for the most part, does feel smoother overall. So naturally, most people are choosing to go with DirectX 12 over Vulkan in this case for the extra smoothness. The problem is, DirectX 12 on some setups is also been having some major issues, with some people complaining of excessive stutters, others having the game regularly crash, and some, like myself, not even being able to get the game to boot once DirectX 12 is selected. The good news is that if you are running a fairly modern AMD GPU, we are talking like the 400 series or newer, you are able to activate asynchronous computing via the game's config file. AMD have been supporting this technology for quite some time now, so fingers crossed your results should be as promising as my own. Unfortunately for you guys running Nvidia hardware, this is unlikely to be of much benefit. I mean, by all means you can try it out for yourselves, but I did manage to test this config tweak on an Nvidia 1080 Ti and found there to be zero improvement in the frame times, and there was even a small but measurable negative impact on the frame rate, so your chances are not looking too good, I'm afraid. But anyway, enabling asynchronous computing is thankfully a pretty easy process. You simply need to navigate to the config folder, which is by default nested in your documents folder. Once you're there, go to Rockstar Game folder, and then go into the Red Dead Redemption 2 folder, and finally into your settings folder. Once you're there, you should see a file called system.xml. You're going to want to right click on this file and then open it in a program like Notepad. Once you're in, you want to scroll down until you find the line that says something like asyncComputeEnabled equals false and change the false to true. After that, simply save the file and you're ready to boot up the game. Now, before we go any further, it's time for a quick disclaimer. Whilst I've had no issues with the game following this change, there is quite often a good reason why developers will leave out certain settings from the in-game options menu. Sometimes it's simply due to them not trusting the users to know what setting to choose for their setup, and sometimes it's because it can cause significant issues for some users. So if you find there to be issues following this change, you simply need to go back and change that true back to false, and everything should go back to normal.
Oh my god, killed him! I'm gonna keep the law on you!
Here we have a side-by-side comparison. The footage on the left is taken from a benchmark run that we did before we enabled asynchronous computing, and on the right we have footage from a benchmark run that we did after we tweaked the config. What you should notice is that there is very little difference when it comes to the raw frame rate, yet a significant improvement to the frame times, resulting in much smoother gameplay. Basically, the smoother the frame rate line is on the performance overlay, the more consistent the frame times are. Unfortunately though, due to this video being recorded at 60 FPS while the game was running at an unlocked frame rate, it's unlikely that you're going to be able to physically see much difference when looking at the gameplay itself. However, the difference to me, seeing it running in real time on a FreeSync enabled monitor, really is night and day. Like I just mentioned a moment ago, there is very little difference in raw performance. I actually ran this benchmark 3 times using each of the configs and found that the results were basically identical. Certainly close enough to be considered margin of error. That said, I do recommend that you do a few benchmark runs yourselves after trying this tweak out, just to make sure that you're not hurting your performance. Just to be clear, all the footage that you have seen in this video other than the benchmark has been recorded while using this tweak, so as you can hopefully see, it appears to be working great. Obviously, if I come across any other issues, I will be sure to try and let you guys know in a pinned comment down below, or maybe even make another video talking about it. With that said, I think that is going to be all for now. I will continue to look into ways to help you improve the performance of Red Dead Redemption 2, so be sure to slap that subscribe button and to ding that bell icon so you get notified of our future uploads. If you like this video, then remember to leave it a like, and if you disliked it, there's a button for that too, and all we ask is that you let us know why you disliked it down in the comment section below so we can try and improve it in future. If you've got any questions, suggestions or feedback, please also leave them down in the comment section below and I will try and get back to you as soon as possible. Once again, my name is Pixel, and from myself and everybody here at the Sapphire Tech YouTube channel, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we will catch you later. Bye bye.